And welcome back, Hoopheads. Thanks for joining us on another episode here of Off the Wire, where every week we go through the top 5 episodes, or not even episodes, articles of that week to give you the basketball know-how. First article here, we're looking at Mr. Dean Smith of North Carolina. So a little bit of a look back at his career, a couple good videos, a couple good numbers. Dean Smith, one of the most prolific and well-known college coaches in the NCAA. So definitely give this one a read off ESPN. Second one here is a little bit of a backstory here on RealGem.com, looking at how the Raptors tried frantically to acquire. I'm not even gonna try this guy's name on draft night. If you don't know this player, he's a small forward for the Milwaukee Bucks, a 6'9", 6'10", really young guy, could even get taller. We'll see if his potential, turns into what people are hoping he would be. But at worst, I kind of see him as a defensive stopper and a really good player for the Bucks. They have him, John Henson, a lot of good defensive players. They could really use a guy like Andrew Wiggins. Speaking of Mr. Wiggins, our next article here is from USA Today, looking at Andrew Wiggins and saying he might deserve a little bit of a label, being an overachiever. So there's a lot of these coming out now. Is he overrated, underrated? Give this one a read, see if you agree. But at the end of the day, he's been doing some really good things, and especially since Joel Embiid has gone down with his injury, we've really seen an uptake of his production being Andrew Wiggins. So give this one a read. Andrew Wiggins, I mean, he's going to be a top 3 pick anyways, but there's always love and hate when you're on the top. Fourth article here, what now for Phil Jackson from Hoops Hype? Phil Jackson taking the president role of the New York Knicks, and according to one James Dolan is going to have kind of carte blanche. He's going to have his free reign. This is an interesting article, actually, kind of looking at all the players he has on his team. As anyone knows who follows the Knicks, they have a lot of terrible contracts, and it's going to take a while for them to get out from under this. But it's looking at, out of their current players, who can actually bring some value, because Phil Jackson, as we all know, has a bit of a different system. He's not going to be the coach, but he will kind of shape the team towards what he deems is the ideal fit. So give this one a read from Hoops Hype. And fifth one, this is kind of a personal interest of mine. Heat are going to keep Greg Oden in the regular season starting lineup. This is a big happy news for Greg Oden fans out there. Everyone's been feeling bad ever since he came into the league. People don't remember, he was drafted number 1 overall right before one Kevin Durant to the then Seattle Supersonics, now Oklahoma City Thunder. Interesting enough, this is actually a really good spot for him. Miami already having their stars. He plays just a defensive role. Miami's done a really good job picking up some top draft picks who haven't panned out really well on other teams. Greg Oden, Michael Beasley, and some other guys. So let's look for Greg Oden to make an impact. And we're looking in the East, when you're playing against the Indiana Pacers, you do need a defensive big, and I think he'll factor in. So fingers crossed that his health stays, and let's look forward to Greg Oden. Let's not forget, even though he looks like he's 104, he's only 25 years old, so he's the young guy on this team. Anyways, for that and all others, feel free, as always, to go to hoopslounge.com. We've done some recent kind of house cleaning on the back end, so the site goes much, much faster. You want to check out any of our podcasts, articles, videos, contributors, whatever the case may be, feel free to do that. And as always, we want to thank you for joining us off the wire.